Good morning, everyone. How are you today? That's good to hear. Before we proceed with our discussion, may I request everyone to please stand for our prayer. Grishenda, please lead the prayer. So I will check your attendance. Say present if your name is called. Very good. All of you are present. Today, class, I will be showing you pictures of different kinds of instruments. I want you to look at these pictures and classify it according to its kind, okay? Okay, so let's start. What instrument is this? What kind of instrument is this one? How about this one? The third one? How about this one? And this one? Our lesson for today is all about the four classification of instruments. The first classification of instrument is aerophone. Aerophone are instrument that uses air to produce sound. Example of these instruments are flute and harmonica. So, who can give me another example of instrument that belongs to the aerophone? Very good. The second classification of instruments is chordophone. Chordophone are instruments that use a string to produce sound. Examples of these instruments are guitar and violin. So, who can give me another example of instruments that belong to the chordophone? Very good. The third classification of instrument is membranophone. Membranophone are instruments that has membrane or skin of the animals. The common example of a membranophone is a drum. The last classification of instrument is idiophone. Idiophone are type of instruments being struck by itself like cymbals and xylophone to produce sound. Class, do you know that we can express our feelings and emotion by using these kinds of instrument? Yes, it also gives life to different songs that will enable the listeners to feel the spirit of the song that the artist wants to convey. Can you imagine how our life would be if there are no music? If there are no instrument? Life would be boring and dull, isn't it? Again, class, what is our lesson for today? Very good. So what is an aerophone? Very good. How about an chordophone? Very good. How about the idiophone? Very good. And how about membranophone? Very good. So today, class, we will be having an activity. I will be showing you different pictures of different instruments. All you have to do is to classify whether it belongs to membranophone, chordophone, idiophone, and aerophone. So let's take for example this one. So violin. Violin belongs to chordophone. Why? Because it is a string instrument. So do you understand, class? Very good. Who wants to answer for xylophone? Yes? So where does xylophone belongs to the classification of instruments? Very good. Another volunteer for drum? Yes? So where does drum belongs to the classification of instruments? Why? Very good. And the last one, flute. Who wants to answer? Yes, Grishela? Okay, so where does flute belongs to the classification of instruments? Why? Very good, Grishela. Job well done, class. So here's another activity for you to answer. I want you to get a piece of paper and answer it. I will give you 5 minutes to do so. Is everybody done? Okay, please pass your papers to the front. And for your assignment, I want you to give at least 2 examples of aerophone, chordophone, membranophone, and idiophone instruments. Draw it in a piece of paper and pass it tomorrow. I hope you learned something today. Thank you and goodbye, class.